Yo people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. Manchester City 1, Chelsea 0, full time at the Etihad. They're having the big Poznan and the celebrations, fans running onto the pitch, Premier League title to lift. But you know what? At least we didn't get battered. At least we didn't get slapped. At least we didn't get destroyed, dismantled. Now, to be fair, it was their B team. You know, their bench was literally their starting 11. You know, we saw big names on that bench. We saw Grealish, we saw Hairline, we saw De Bruyne, we saw, you know, Gundo, we saw Silva, we saw all these guys on the bench. But, you know, it felt very similar to the game that we played in the Carabao Cup. If you guys remember the Carabao Cup game we played at the Etihad where we lost, I think it was 2-0. Alvarez scored as well in that game. Grealish had a really good performance, but they did rest a few players. We played them a couple of times in the Cup this season. We played them in the FA Cup as well, and we got pretty much battered there as well at the Etihad. We played them quite a few times in the Cup, and, you know, we have our chances, and we did have our chances today, but we're not clinical, but we can't take our chances, we can't finish, and that's the shame, because we could have actually got a draw, but they also could have got more goals as well. And, you know, when you're looking at the team, Azpilicueta, in this team, in 2023, it's just not worth it. I mean, I don't know why we're wheeling this man out. I don't know why we continue to keep wheeling this man out of the old folks' home. I was saying that he needs to untuck his shirt. I was saying he needs to untuck his shirt, try and get some downforce, try and get some wind blowing within the shirt, try and get some push, some momentum from the wind, if there's any wind breeze in Manchester, some DRS, because this guy was so slow. He was 2, 3, 4, 5 yards off the pace of Cole Palmer on that left-hand side in the first half. It was an absolute breeze. It was way too easy for him each and every time to just go down that left-hand side, go round him. You just go round him. You don't even have to even give any sort of elite level bit of skill. Just go round him. He's just an obstacle in your way. Just go round him. And once you get round him, if Cole Palmer had been more decisive in this game, they could have been scoring 2 or 3 in the first half. But, you know, some of the cutbacks weren't quite enough, you know, they didn't have quite enough on it, or he didn't take the shot when he maybe should have. But Azpilicueta got absolutely cooked. Second half, it wasn't as bad, but first half, like I said, he was obliterated. And it was just long to watch him. To watch him I felt tired. He was tired, I was tired, everybody was tired of watching him. And it's not a nice way for a legend to have to go out. And this is where getting over sentimental and over emotional. He should have gone years ago. But because we either didn't have the planning in place to go and purchase a right back or whatever have you will, not going to get into it. We're now watching him go out on a whimper. You know, his last few Chelsea months are in our worst ever performing season, in a season where we're giving a guard of honour to B team players. That was so disrespectful, by the way, Pep. They didn't even play the A team, like I said. They didn't even play the people that have really led to this title. The players that really should be getting the claps. We were clapping Cole Palmer. We were clapping Calvin Phillips. We were clapping, you know, Rico Lewis. We were clapping Ortega. We were clapping Sergio Gomez. The disrespect is mad to have to clap these people. Anyway, so that was just mad. But this is the way Azpilicueta is going out. He's going out sad. He's going out sad. You know, he could have had a great end. Could have lifted, if he, you know, in the Champions League season where he lifted something. Perfect time to go. Perfect time to go. You couldn't pick a better time. But we just wanted to squeeze the sponge, drain out all of the liquids, drain out all of the speed, all of the captaincy, all of the leadership, just squeeze. And then there's nothing left. So there you go. That's the type of performance you get. Fofana was very, very sleepy today. He was at fault for the goal. I don't know why he tried to do this weird little dance move. When the ball came to him, he just went, like, why not just take a touch? He wasn't even under any pressure. Just take a touch, get the ball out of your feet and keep the ball moving. The fact that we conceded the only goal of the game due to our own mistake is very disappointing, because that pass was just unnecessary. He was not being pressed. He plays it, gives it away, and then the academy products start linking up. They find Alvarez. Alvarez slots it into the back of the net, past Kepa, 1-0, and that's the scoreline. And Alvarez, I mean, this guy is he's an incredible striker. And the fact that they signed him for so cheap is one of the reasons why we have zero excuse not to get a striker in the summer, because go scout, go find someone. Go and find someone like Alvarez from River Plate who costs 15 million, who would start for every single team in the league, bar City and maybe Tottenham with Harry Kane. So that was a great finish from him, and he's almost on double figures, even though he's not even accumulated that many minutes. What a player. Like I said, he scored against us in cup games as well previously. So unfortunately, we've had to play this team 4 times this season. We had to play this team 4 times. We played their B team, we played their A team, we played their C team, their D team, their E team, their Z team. Any letter in the alphabet, we've played their team. We've played their team so many times this season. So many times. The only thing I can hang my hat on today is that the Chelsea women are about to close the WSL, because this is a long day. How many times do we have to play these lot? So we played these lot a lot. And we've lost every single time. And yeah, today, like I said, we could have scored. You know, Sterling. Oh, yeah. How many more chances does this brother want? You're playing at the Etihad against your old team, against your old crowd. You have the opportunity to put the ball in the back of the net and shut a couple of people up. But the finishing today from Sterling was just too crusty, too rusty, too scruffy. Just not good enough. You know, the finishing was not good enough. He had 2, 3 big chances. One got cleared off the line by Stones. Another one was saved. I think a couple of were saved by Ortega as well. 3 or 4 big chances, 1v1s. You got to slot them. You got to slot them. So that's not good enough from him, because, like I said, if we're talking about getting a goal today, he's the one that really should have got us a goal. We created really good chances for him. Lewis Hall had a really good game, I think, at left wing back today. Really strong game. Created 2 big chances as well on that left hand side. Great cross for Gallagher that obviously hit the post and then was saved. So that was really good contributions from him. I think he had a nice shot as well that was saved as well in the second. So good game from Lewis Hall. Again, just another step in the right direction for him. These are the type of players. Lewis Hall's performance is an embodiment of what I want to see at the back end of the season. Young players like him getting an opportunity to play and actually playing very well and gaining that experience. And we can't lose in that circumstance. They're either good enough to make it here and they get more games, and then we don't have to buy someone in their position, whether it's a depth piece or a starter or a key player or a wonder kid or whatever. If they come in to the team and they show they got the quality to play and play better than some of the starters, the regulars, because let's be honest, that's a better performance than what Cucurella has been serving up, that's good. The market value goes up. You get either a big sale or you get an extra player in your team that you didn't think you'd have. So that's good. That performance from Lewis Hall is why Carney should be playing more than just 10 minutes at the end. It's good to see him come on, but I want more minutes. I want longer time on the pitch for him so he can showcase what he can do. It's why Datra Fofana, people want him to come on, you know. There's a long list of young players we've signed, and we're going to have quite a few next season. These guys need chances, because if they come in and they do that, that's good. That's good for us. That's good for them. That's good for the market. That's good for everybody. If they have a stinker, then you know what? Then we don't use them. You know, firstly give them opportunities. Don't just say one stinker and you're done. But if they consecutively clearly can't play, you can tell when a youngster can play, you know, at this level, when they have the minerals, the vitamins, you know, and they just need a bit of experience, or they just need a little bit of advice, a little bit of guiding, coaching. But they have the technical ability to do it. And this is what it's about. This is what the end of the season should be about for us. But today felt like a charity game. It felt like a friendly. Felt like a pre-season game. It felt like the type of game that you just go through the motions. Yes, we had chances. They had chances. Whoop-de-doo. Who cares? It doesn't mean anything anyway. At least we got out with a really nice, respectable score. And that is why in the thumbnail I'm cheering, because a respectable 1-0. We don't have to come out of here with ourselves embarrassed. And to be honest, they didn't have their strongest team out there. But neither did we. Let's not play around. Reece James is not in that team. Azpilicueta is. Trevor doesn't usually start. Loftus-Cheek doesn't start. Lewis Hall, Gallagher, you know, he ain't a starter. At least he ain't a starter in my world anyway. If Chelsea had to be a top team, so it's not a team that you can say, okay, Chelsea come with their A team. Nah, it's a juggled, it's a patchwork, it's a patched up team. With injuries and whatever have you will. At least he brought on Madueke and Mudryk as well towards the end. At least they came on, so that was good to see. Madueke showed little moments of flashes of class. As soon as he came on, he made things dangerous. Little reverse ball here, little dribble completed there. Lovely to see. And yeah, that's really it, people. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's not really much more to this game. It was a friendly. It was a charity shield. It was an Emirates Cup. It was an Audi Cup. It was a pre-season. It was whatever you want to call it. It is what it is, guys. We move, and that's unfortunately where we're at. But they've won a treble, or sorry, they're gonna win a treble, I think. But they won the Premier League, and as much as I wanted them to win it over Arsenal, it stings. It stings watching another team in your league. You know, it should sting. Just because we're not rivals with them doesn't mean we shouldn't care. We're watching right now Man City win 3 in a row. We're watching them potentially do something never been done, which next season could be 4 in a row. Never been done. They've gone past us on league titles. How are we ever going to catch them up? You know what I mean? How are we going to catch them? We're now 4th for league titles. They've gone past us. Man United, Liverpool, Arsenal, and then now Man City. So now we've dropped to 5th in league titles. We were 4th, now we're 5th. I can't remember if they leapfrogged us this year or last year. Maybe it was last year. But overall, anyway, they got more titles if you're talking about Division 1. The point is, it's not nice. It's not nice. This is the league we're in. We compete in this league. It should be us out there. But, you know, we don't deserve it because, once again, we've been awful. We've been awful this season. We've been awful for the last 5, 6. We haven't competed in a long time. And it's a shame. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame to see other people lifting the Premier League title whilst you are here. Whilst you are here, living and breathing, and you can't compete. It's a damn shame. But anyway, yeah, that's it, guys. Listen, subscribe, smash up the likes, and I'll see you guys next time. We'll move swiftly on. Man United away and Newcastle home. Then the season's over for us. We deserve. In a bit, people. Peace.